from a song from years ago, a melody I used to know. Your voice is cracked, it's worn, it's thin, but I remember where we've been. The notes fall rusty from your lips, like ships that lost their sailing ships, but I still catch them in my hands and hum along to what still stands. The window rattles, the wind is cold, a story that we've grown too old to tell again with fresh new eyes. But I still see you when I rise. Your hair is gray, your hands are scarred, but you're the most beautiful thing by far, because the rust just proves it's real. A love that learned to bend and heal. We built a house of wood and nails and watched it weather all the gales. The paint is peeling, floors are worn, but every crack is where we're born. I trace the lines upon your face, a map of time, a quiet grace. You catch my hand and hold it tight and hum the song into the night. Rusted lullaby, sing me till I die. Let the years fall where they may, I'll be here at the end of days. Rusted lullaby, singing slow, let the broken notes still show. Every crack and every scar, proof that we have come this far. Rusted lullaby, hold me close, even when the silence grows. I will hum the melody till the rust becomes me. The photograph is turning brown, but we are still here, still around. The colors faded long ago, but something deeper starts to grow. A love that doesn't need the shine, a love that's yours and mine in time. A lullaby that's worn and true, a rusted thing that carries through. So sing to me when the night is long, a broken, beautiful, honest song. I close my eyes and let it seep into the rust that we will keep. And when the morning comes again, we'll still be here, we'll still be them. Two rusted things that learn to stay when everything else slipped away. They say rust is decay, but I say rust is change, a slow and patient alchemy that turns the old to strange. And we have rusted beautifully into something that remains. Rusted lullaby, sing it slow, let the broken notes still show. Every crack and every scar, proof that we have come this far. Rusted lullaby, hold me close, even when the silence grows. I will hum the melody till the rust becomes me. Humming melody fades, rusty swing creaks one last time. Silence. Breathe in, breathe out, fingers almost touching. A pulse We're inches from each other, but it feels like miles sometimes. Everywhere we're holding back lives in the space between the lines. I can feel your warmth across the room, your gravity pulling me. But there's something sacred in the almost that we're both afraid to leave. It's the breath before the kiss, the pause before the fall, the moment where we choose to leave or build another wall. Let me stay in the space between, where every word is felt, not seen. The tension is a song we sing before we let the silence mean everything. The space between is where I wanna be with you. We've already said so much without a single sound. Your eyes have told me where you've been, mine show where I'm bound. We could close the distance now in the waiting game, but there's something in the night yet that I'll never feel the same. It's the touch that hasn't landed, the promise and the glance, the moment where we both admit we never stood a chance. Let me stay in the space between, every word is felt, not seen. The tension is a song we sing before we let the silence mean everything. The space between is where I wanna be with you. Day we'll look back and miss this, the ache of almost having what we couldn't resist. Past swell slowly, space between felt not seen. The space between is where I wanna be with you. Breath in, breath out, pose face, the space remains. Smooth like mercury, you pour yourself into the night, liquid silver milk, white light. I watch you move across the room, slow enough to make me bloom. You don't rush, you never do. You know exactly what I'll choose. One sip, one glance, I'm in too deep. Secrets that we choose to keep. Mercury and milk, smooth against my skin. Mercury and milk, pull me in again. Hot and cold, you shift and flow. Where you lead, I'll go. Mercury and milk, let me sink in slow. Your voice is honey, sharp as steel. You make me feel what I can't feel. Alone I trace where you have been. Mercury and milk, I breathe you in. Don't rush, you never do. You know exactly what I'll choose. One sip, one glance, I'm in too deep. Secrets that we choose to keep. Mercury and milk, smooth against my skin. Mercury and milk, pull me in again. Hot and cold, you shift and flow. Where you lead, I'll go. Mercury and milk. Let me sink in slow, pour slow. Fill me up until I'm whole. Let go, Mercury and milk. You take control. Smooth like mercury. I lost my rhythm when you left. I lost my rhythm when you left. Broken metronome on the shelf. I count the silence by myself. 1, 2, 3, then nothing more. You took the beat right out the door. I used to move to you, you know. Now I just move slow. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Broken metronome, I crack. Broken metronome. I can't find the tempo home. Broken metronome. You left me all alone. Tick tick tock, tick tock. Then you stopped the clock. Broken metronome. I'm still here. You're gone. I hear your heartbeat in my dreams. It skips and stutters at the seams. I try to follow, lose the thread. Broken metronome in my head. I used to move to you, you know. Now I just move slow. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Broken metronome, I crack. Broken metronome. I can't find a tempo home. Broken metronome. You left me all alone. Tick 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 tock, tick tock. Then you stopped the clock. Broken metronome. I'm still here. You're gone. Wait, maybe silence has a beat. Breathe. Broken metronome, I'm incomplete. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Let the day begin when it wanted to. The morning I didn't check the time, I just woke up. No alarm, no panic, no empty cup of coffee waiting to be filled with dread. The morning I didn't check the time, I stayed in bed just because I could, just because I wanted. The world outside was undaunted. 1 hour, 2 hours, who's to know? The morning I didn't check the time, I let it flow. The morning I didn't check the time, I watched the light change from gray to gold, from soft to bright. I didn't count the minutes, didn't count the cost. The morning I didn't check the time, I never got lost in the rush, in the race, in the need to be on time. The morning I didn't check the time, I was in my prime. I used to wake up and check my phone for you. Now I wake up and check if the sky is blue. It was a perfect day. The morning I didn't check the time, I found my way. Just because I could, just because I wanted. The world outside was undaunted. 1 hour, 2 hours, who's to know? The morning I didn't check the time, I let it flow. The morning I didn't check the time, I watched the light change from gray to gold, from soft to bright. I didn't count the minutes, didn't count the cost. The morning I didn't check the time, I never got lost in the rush, in the race, in the need to be on time. The morning I didn't check the time, I was in my prime. The morning has no clock. We know. The morning I didn't check the time, I've unlocked. I let the day begin when it wanted to. Heartbeat pulse, reverse monitor beat, soft in head. You trace the lines on my palms like you're reading a map, looking for the part of me I never let anyone have. There are scars you can't see underneath the skin, places I've buried what I've been. I've been good at pretending and wearing the mask. You're the first one who asked what I hide behind the laugh. So I'll show you the wreckage, the war I fought alone, the version of me I never wanted to own. I've built these walls to keep the world out, but you're climbing in without a doubt. Scars you can't see, but you feel them at night, when I hold you too close and I grip too tight. Scars you can't see, from battles I lost. You're the first one who didn't walk. There were nights I almost gave up before I knew your name. I was standing on the edge, playing a losing game, but you pulled me back somehow without even knowing. You saw something in me when I was barely showing. I built these the world out, but you're climbing in without a doubt. Scars you can't see, but you feel them at night. And I hold you too close, and I grip too tight. Scars you can't see, from battles I've lost. You're the first one who didn't walk. I'm not healed, I'm not whole, but I'm learning to let you hold what I've hidden for so long. With you I'm starting to be strong. Stars you can't see, but you stay anyway. You see the man I am, not the one I used to play. Whisper, you see me, all of me, heartbeat fades. Rain fading, drop falls from leaf. Deep inhale, sub bass enters. The rain has stopped, the world is clean. A sin I know but have not seen. In years of city dust and grime, a memory of another time. You pull me out into the street, where earth and water finally meet. And on your lips I taste the air, a petrichor kiss beyond compare. We walk through puddles, splash the light, reflections of the fading night. Street lamps glowing orange rings, a chorus that the silence sings. You take my hand, you pull me close, a moment no one else will know. The smell of soil, the smell of skin, a world that we can start again. I press my forehead to your neck, the scent of rain and salt and sweat, a mixture that I wanna keep inside my lungs, inside the deep of everything I've ever known. A place where I am not alone, because the earth remembers too. The rain, the us, the me, the you. Petrichor on your skin, a place I wanna sink in. The smell of after rain, the smell of us again. Petrichor kiss, take me back to the moment we were wet and cracked, and the rain made us new, made me need you. Petrichor kiss on my tongue, a song that the morning sun, after the storm, after the flood. Petrichor kiss, taste the mud. We find a bench to wet with rain and sit until the feeling stains our clothes, our hair, our everything. A baptism the night can bring. You lean your head against my chest, a tired bird that's found its nesting in your hair. The rain still clings, a petrichor of fragile things. I close my eyes and breathe you in, a flavor that will never thin, because the earth will always rain and we will always find again the scent of something born from loss, a green that grows through broken moss, a kiss that tastes like starting over, love that learns to bend and hover. They say the earth breathes after rain, that the soil exhales. I think we do too, when we find each other in the quiet after the storm. We breathe again. Petrichor kiss, take me back to the moment we were wet and cracked, and the rain made stomach. Rain starts again. Soft, distant. Petrichor lingers. Fade to silence. Heartbeat pulse, distant thunder, rain on glass. Rain on the window, thunder in the distance. Curled up beside me, in a state of half existence. The city lights are bleeding through the cracks in the blinds. We've been here for hours, losing track of time. You tell me about your childhood, the things you never said. I hold you through the silence, let the tears fall either way. I'm not good with comfort, but I'm good with staying here. In the space between the words, where the truth is always clear. On nights like this, when the world is asleep, we let our armor fall at our feet. On these nights where we come undone to broken pieces, becoming one. On these nights, no need to pretend, let the rain wash us clean and start again. You ask me if I'm scared of what we're becoming. I tell you the only fear is waking up with nothing. Cause I've been empty before and it hollows out your bones. But with you I feel something even when we're alone. On nights like this, when the world is asleep, we let our armor fall at our feet. On these nights where we come undone to broken pieces, becoming one. On these nights, no need to pretend, let the rain wash us clean and start again. So let the thunder roll, let the storm rage on. We'll stay right here till the darkness is gone. I got you, you got me, that's enough. That's all we need. On these nights, we don't need the light, we got each other, and we'll be alright. Whisper on ignite, we'll be alright. Rain fades. You walked in, left the door ajar. The room got heavy, we knew who we are. Silk on your shoulders, smoke in the air. I don't need words when you're standing there. You pull me close just to pull away. You love the game, I love to play. One look says everything we need. dangerous when we're unseen. Silk and smoke, we disappear. Fingers tangle, pulling near. Barefoot steps across the floor. You come back, then you want more. Your lips trace my collarbone. We move slow, but we're not alone. In this room, just us tonight. Even shadows hold on tight. You pull me close just to pull away. You love the game, I love to play. One look says everything we mean. We're dangerous when we're unseen. Silk and smoke, we disappear. Fingers tangle, pulling near. Barefoot steps across the floor. You come back, then you want more. Let the smoke around your wrist. One more taste before we exist. Outside face, we don't look back. Silk and smoke, just like that. Just like that. But nothing but velvet, nothing but us, nothing but this. The ceiling is black velvet tonight, swallowing the city light. No stars, no moon, just you and me. And the quiet that sets us free. I trace the fabric with my eyes. The universe in disguise, a blanket over everything, a shelter that the night can bring. Your head is heavy on my chest, a weight that gives my heart a rest. I feel your breath, I feel you sink into the black velvet brink. Above us, nothing else exists. No promises, no clenched fists. Just the softness of the dark and the fading of the spark. We built this room like a cocoon, a place to break, a place to bloom. The walls are thick, the world is thin. We let the silence pull us in. I count your breaths, you count my beats, a rhythm that the night repeats, until the hours lose their name and we become the same. The same. Black velvet ceiling, hold us down. Wrap the silence all around. Let the world forget we're here. Let us disappear. Black velvet ceiling, pull me in. Let the night begin again. No more searching, no more fight. Just the darkness and the light. Weight of your skin against my own. A love that doesn't need a throne. We are small, but we are here, in the velvet without fear. I press my palm against the cloth, a gesture that we're not a loss. That something holds us, something stays, beyond the chaos, beyond the days. The ceiling doesn't judge or speak, it simply lets us be the weak. And in that weakness find the strong, a place where we belong. Sometimes I wonder what's above the velvet that we've come to love. But then I feel you pull me close, and I forget the things I chose. To worry about in waking hours, the fear, the doubt, the sky. I don't need the stars, I just need this ceiling. And you, always you. Black velvet ceiling, pull me in. Let the night begin again. No more searching, no more fight. Just the darkness and the light of your skin against my own. A love that doesn't need a throne. We are small but we are here, in the velvet without fear. Velvet ceiling, hold us still. Before the city falls asleep, you and I got time to keep. No distractions, no disguise. Just the truth inside your eyes. Neon shadows on your face. Every second slows the pace. No one else can interfere when the moment feels as clear. Slow down, breathe in. Let the night begin. This will come before the night, where the world fades out of sight. No need to hold or understand. Just let it happen, just let it land. Street lights flicker on your skin, like the night is pulling you in. Every step is effortless, every move is dangerous. City hum fades into you, every sound just feels untrue. All that matters in this space is the rhythm that we chase. Night unfolds without a sound, like we're nowhere to be found. No tomorrow in our sight, only now and only night. No words, just feel. Everything is real. This to come before the night, where the silence feels alive. We don't need to say goodbye. Just let the moment ride. You don't rush, you don't chase. You let the silence set the pace. I'm learning to wait in your space. There is power in the pause you take, a breath before the words you make, a stillness that I can't fake, a patience that I want to take into myself, into my bones. You wait and I am not alone, in the quiet on the throne of time that isn't overthrown. I've seen men grab, I've seen them snatch. Afraid the moment will unlatch. Afraid the silence is a catch, a trap that leaves them with no match. But you let the moment breathe. You let the tension weave and wreathe. You don't need to seize or sheath. You wait and I believe. The way you wait is a declaration, a quiet, steady, strong oration. You don't need the confirmation of a rushed and anxious nation. You are still pointing the spin, a place where I can begin to understand what waits within. A man who knows he'll win. No hurry, no haste, no rush. Just a man who knows his hush is louder than the crush of those who need to push. The way you walk, the way you hold the silence like a thread of gold. A story that doesn't need to be told. A man who doesn't need to be bold. Attraction is not a choice, it's the patience in your voice. It's the way you let the noise die down and let the poise be the only choice. I used to feel the weight in space, with chatter with a frantic pace. Afraid of what the quiet would face. Afraid to lose, afraid to raise. But you showed me that the weight is not the loss, is not the fate of those who hesitate. It's the garden where the roots create. So now I let the silence spread. I let the waiting grow instead of panic of the things I dread. I let the patience in my head become the soil, become the ground, a place where something can be found. A man who doesn't need to sound the alarm, he is the steady pound. You taught me that waiting is not losing, it's choosing. It's the quiet of a man who knows what grows. The way you wait, the way you hold the silence like a thread of gold. A story that doesn't need to be told. A man who doesn't need to be bold. Attraction is not a choice, it's the patience in your voice. It's the way you let the noise die down and let the poise be the only choice. Clock ticks, tick, 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 breath. Stillness. There is a hollow in my chest, a space where something used to rest. A bone that carried all the weight of love, of loss, of hope, of hate. But now it's empty, clean and light, a vessel waiting for the night to fill it with the sound of you, a resonance I never knew. You press your ear against my skin and listen to the space within. You say you hear a distant song, a place where echoes still belong. A hollow bone that holds the wind, a prayer that never had to end. You hum into the cavity, and something rises up in me. The shamans say the hollow bone is where the spirit finds its home, a space that's empty so the soul can enter and become the whole. So I've kept the space for you, a place where nothing else is true except the sound of your low voice, a calling that becomes my choice. Follow me, make me what I need to be. vessel waiting for the spark. Ooh, a hollow bone sink through me, a resonance of what we be. Empty but not alone. I am your hollow bone. I feel you moving through the space, a presence settling in its place. Not heavy, not a weight to bear, but light as feathers, light as air. You feel the cracks, you seal the seams. You animate the hollow dreams that lived inside me all along. A hollow bone that learned to song. And when I speak, I hear you too. A harmony that passes through the empty space. We made our own, a bone that is not mine alone. We share the hollow, share the breath, a love that lives beyond the death of everything we used to be. A hollow bone, a melody. The bone is hollow, so the spirit can enter, so the song can live. I offer you this space. Take it, make it yours, and I will carry you in the hollow of me. Oh, wait. I didn't recognize myself anyway. The crack in the bathroom mirror, right through my face. I did it in a rage, a lonely place. I was staring at a stranger, so I let him have it. The crack in the bathroom mirror. I'm not sad, I'm mad. Now I see myself in pieces every morning. Oh, warning, oh, warning. One crack, one split, one broken view. The crack in the bathroom mirror. I'm still you. The crack in the bathroom mirror. I never fixed it. I like the way the light refracts and kicks in the bathroom mirror. A work of art, a shattered version of my heart. I shave around it, I brush my teeth. The crack in the bathroom mirror. Underneath, you used to stand behind me, arms around my waist. Now it's just the crack, the empty space. I see a ghost in the broken glass. The crack in the bathroom mirror alive. Now I see myself in pieces every morning. A warning. One crack, one split, one broken view. The crack in the bathroom mirror. I'm still you. The crack in the bathroom mirror. I never fixed it. I like the way the light refracts and kicks in the bathroom mirror. A work of art, a shattered version of my heart. I shave do this every night. I draw you in the dark, no light. One line, one breath, one silent vow. The shape of your back, here and now. The shape of your back when you sleep. Memorize the dips, the peaks. The shape of your back when you're gone. I'll still see it carry on. Every shadow, every scar. The shape of your back, wherever you are. You shift and I stop, afraid to wait. I hold my breath, for goodness sake. You settle back, I start again. The shape of your back, my only friend. You don't know I do this every night. I draw you in the dark, no light. One line, one breath, one silent vow. The shape of your back, here and now. The shape of your back when you sleep. Memorize the dips, the peaks. The shape of your back when you're gone. I'll still see it carry on. Every shadow, every scar. The shape of your back, wherever you want. Trace slow, 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 slow. Every inch before you leave. Slow, 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 slow. Hold still. The shape of your back, I'll never grieve. Trace you so I don't forget. I trace you so I don't forget. Chase you, let it fall, like you never cared at all. Still the room bends when you move. Every glance something to prove. Every glance a quiet pull. Something heavy, something full. No resistance in your way. You just let it gravitate. Closer, no sound. There's a calm before the night, where we drift without a fight. No control, no need to hide. We just fall and let it ride. Slow motion in your touch, never asking me too much. Everything just starts to slide into you, into the night. Gravity inside your gaze, holding me without a trace. You don't force, you don't try, still you pull me every time. Weightless, but I feel it deep, like a promise you don't keep. Still I stay within your field, something real I cannot shield. No ground, no sky, just you and I. This a calm before the night, where we lose us. Exhale. Body shift. Sub-bass enters. It's not the words you say to me that pull me through the door. It's the way you lean when no one's watching, like you done it before. A tilt ahead, a shift away, a gravity I can't escape. Your body speaks a language that my body understands. You don't announce your intention, you don't make a scene, you just lean a little closer like you're asking what I mean. And I mean everything and nothing all at once. I'm holding breath because you're leaning is a promise, and I'm leaning toward my death of solitude, of safety, of the space I used to keep. You lean and I lean back, and suddenly we're in too deep. It's in the way your shoulder drops when you're standing next to me, the way your hand forgets the railing and finds my sleeve, the way your head tilts just enough to catch the light, to catch my eye. You're not even trying, that's the thing, and that's the reason why I don't need you to say it. Your body tells the truth before your mouth decides the words, before your brain computes. The way you lean, the way you bend, the way you let the distance end, without a word, without a sound, a truth that can't be written down. Attraction is not a choice, it's the tremor in your voice. It's the leaning when you think I'm not looking, but I'm looking, I'm looking. I've learned to read the micro movements, the shift of your spine, the way your breathing changes when I cross into your line of sight, of sense of something deeper, something you don't calculate. You lean before you know you're leaning, and that is why I wait for you to show the truth that your mouth won't confess. I wait for you to lean so far, there's nothing left to guess. And when you do, I'll be there, all to hold you up, cause I've been leaning toward you since the moment we grew up. I love the way you don't even know you're doing it. You think you're standing still, but you're always leaning toward me. Like a plant toward the sun, like a river toward the sea. And I'll stop pretending that I'm not leaning back. The way you lean, the way you bend, the way you let the distance end, without a word, without a sound, the truth that can't be written down. Attraction is not a choice, it's the tremor in your voice. It's the leaning when you think I'm not looking, but I'm looking, I'm looking. Fabric shifts, distance returns, silence. I should've said no. The silence after I do was louder than the vow. I looked at her, she looked at me, I don't know how we got there, to that altar, to that light. The silence after I do, I wanna die. The photographer said smile, I stood there for a while. One photo, one frame, one frozen gray. The silence after I do, in my head. The silence after I do is a specific kind of hell. You're in a room of people, you're in a cell. The silence after I do the right stone. I'm standing at the altar, but I'm alone. She said I love you. I said it, babe. The silence after I do. Heart attack. We cut the cake, we danced the dance. I took a second chance on a second chance, but the silence followed us home that night. The silence after I do, no lie. The photographer said smile. I stood there for a while. One photo, one frame, one frozen dread. The silence after I do in my head. The silence after I do is a specific kind of hell. You're in a room of people, but you're in a cell. The silence after I do the right stone. I'm standing at the altar, but I'm alone. She said I love you. I said it back. The silence after I do. Heart attack. Ring so on the finger of a light. Stay quiet. The silence after I do. Goodbye. I should've said no. I should've said no. I'll never tell. Not even under torture. The secret I kept for a friend, his wife still doesn't know. He cried on my shoulder 3 years ago. Told me things that could destroy his home. The secret I kept for a friend, I've never wrong. I didn't judge, I didn't preach. I just sat there on the beach. One secret, one trust, one silent vow. The secret I kept for a friend, I'm proud now. The secret I kept for a friend, I'll take it to my grave. A gentleman's honor, the trust he gave. It's sacred, it's holy, it's not for sale. The secret I kept for a friend, I will not fail. He's better now. They worked it out. The secret I kept for a friend, without a doubt. He asked me last week if I'd ever told. I looked him in the eye, I was bold. I said, brother, I'd rather die. The secret I kept for a friend, no lie. I didn't judge, I didn't preach. I just sat there on the beach. One secret, one trust, one silent vow. The secret I kept for a friend, I'm proud now. The secret I kept for a friend, I'll take it to my grave. A gentleman's honor, the trust he gave. It's sacred, it's holy, it's not for sale. The secret I kept for a friend, see it through. Not even under torture. Midnight holds its breath for you. Every shadow feels brand new. You're walking like you own the dark. Leave your echo in my heart. Every step a silent claim. You don't even need a name. Presence louder than a sound. When you're near, I'm losing ground. No sound, just heat. Every moment feels complete. This calm before the night, where everything falls into place. No need to chase the feeling now. It's written all across your face. Soft tension in the air, like a secret we both share. You don't break the atmosphere, you just let it draw me near. Time slows down inside your frame. Nothing ever feels the same. You don't rush into the flame. You just let me say your name. Darkness folding into you, like a shade I never knew. Every second pulling tight, deeper in a velvet night. Still there, slow flame. We don't even say a name. This the calm before the night. Everything just feels alive. In the silence we collide. Leave the world far behind. Learning to live with it. The silence where your voice used to be is loud. It follows me in every crowd. I hear it in the coffee shop to call the bed. The silence where your voice used to be in my head. You used to call me every morning at 8. Now I wait, I wait, I wait. One ring, one ghost, one dial tone. The silence where your voice used to be, I'm alone. The silence where your voice used to be is a room without furniture, without you, without boom of laughter, of fighting, of I love you too. Silence where your voice used to be. What do? I fill it with TV, with music, with noise, but nothing replaces the sound of your voice. Sometimes I play old voicemails just to hear the timbre, the tone, the things you held dear. Then I delete them one by one. silence where your voice used to be undone. You used to call me every morning at 8. Now I wait, I wait, I wait. One ring, one ghost, one dial tone. The silence where your voice used to be, I'm alone. The silence where your voice used to be is a room without furniture, without you, without boom of laughter, of fighting, of I love you too. The silence where your voice used to be. What do? I fill it with TV, with music, with noise, but nothing replaces the sound of your voice. Quiet, slow, the loudest thing I've known. Learn now, the silence where your voice used to be. I'm on my own. I'm learning to live with it. Learning to live with it, live with it, live with it, live with it. You look relieved. The wallet I returned without a reward, no name, no fame. A businessman's leather fold, a father's name. I didn't look inside, I didn't count the cash. The wallet I returned without a reward, a silent splash. The officer said he wants to thank you. I said no need, just tell him to be thankful. One wallet, one walk, one honesty. The wallet I returned without a reward, a seed. The wallet I returned without a reward. It's not a big deal, but it's the small things that help me feel like a man of honor, a man of trust. The wallet I return without a reward, I must admit it felt good, but not for the praise. The wallet I return without a reward, I've changed my ways. He called me later, tracked my number down, said you saved my life, you saved my crown. I said it's just a wallet, I've done the same. The wallet I return without a reward, no claim. The officer said he wants to thank you. I said no need, just tell him to be thankful. One wallet, one walk, one honesty. The wallet I return without a reward, a